What's interesting, Cam, is
That's
this. So
weird.
you jump in. I still make Arsenal the favourites. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No matter which team you pick, you're at home, your form is great. The set pieces are definitely a thing. However, I'm not sure the starting lineup you're going to pick. My mind may change when the lineups come out. We are going to go full strength. And I think that gives us not more of a chance. When I say more of a chance of winning, I'm talking about from our point of view. You're still favourites, but it improves our chances. The performance against Liverpool, I think will fill the players, the manager, and definitely us fans with more hope than we did 2 weeks ago of being able to get a result in this game. I'm still looking, though, for the same thing I was asking for before the Liverpool game. The players to stick to the system, to stay in shape out of possession. I want the centre-backs to be aggressive when there's the opportunities to. I want our full-backs, especially Delo, to be aggressive in the attack again and really try and run at your full-backs as an example. We've got age. I still feel like I would call it a puncher's chance. We could perform well, like we did against Liverpool, but I still think it's more of a puncher's chance because overall you're a better team than we are. You've been together longer. You know, this is only our second week of full training, but I do feel that we have an opportunity. We were 7-1 to win at Liverpool at the weekend. I'm just going to check what the odds are now. I almost feel like they're definitely going to be shorter than that, but I feel that if Liverpool would have pumped us 4-0, 5-0 like everybody was predicting, I think the odds of going to Arsenal and winning would have been similar, 6-1, 7-1.
Only 3.5 now.
3.5. So yeah, I mean, according to the, I'm not wrong in saying that our odds have shortened. The reason they've shortened is because more people think there's a chance, and I hope, of course, I hope we do win because this, and it's an opportunity of silverware as an example, and it also knocks a team out. If you can win, it knocks a team out that are capable of also winning it, and it's kind of two birds with one stone as an example, but. For me, it really depends upon the lineup that Arsenal put out. Again, for Man United, if we go out, it'll be disappointing. The only way I think there's an inquest by fans is if we're battered and we're not competitive and we look nothing like we did against Liverpool. I feel like the pressure, though, is massively on Arsenal in this game. We're 14th in the league. You're title contenders. We're in the Europa League. You're a Champions League team right now. And after that performance against Newcastle, the one thing I would say, 2 defeats in a week at home, in cup competitions, and one of them against one of your deadliest rivals. I feel like a loss on Sunday could be detrimental to your whole season because I think a lot of fans. I was talking to a few Gooners that I know that don't do socials that were at the game on Tuesday, and they said there was murmurings in the crowd for the first time in a long time about Arteta. They could become more pronounced and a lot noisier should Man United go there and win. So I think this isn't just about Arsenal staying in the FA Cup. I think they almost need a performance and need a win to kind of get the fans fully back. Because I think if you beat Man United 3-0, all those feelings that you had after the Newcastle game they'll go for a period of time. And then you've got the North London derby to go and, potentially win. Having the fans on side is so key and so 100%. Important. So I think it's big for Man United. I'm not playing it down. I'm not saying I don't want to win. I'm not saying it's a free pass. I wouldn't use language like that. But I do feel the pressure is all upon Arsenal. But that's where I want Man United to pounce. I want us to kind of maybe target some of that anxiety early on, grab a goal, be hard to break down. And I think we do need to score first in that game.
Yeah, if you score first, mate, it's a long day.
Yeah, so listen, I think it makes it a really exciting. I think the Liverpool performance and your performance in the last 2 games make it even more exciting in the build-up.
100%.
There's more jeopardy.
100%. And you know what? The reality is I've been critical of some of the decisions Arteta's made in previous weeks, but I don't blame him for the loss against Newcastle. I put that more down to the players personally.
Yeah,
for that specific game. So I think it's really time for the players to show that they're behind their manager. Like, this is the time where, are we really behind this philosophy? We've been hearing you get killed in the media. Are we going to stand up for you or not? Like, if I'm Arteta, I'm doing mind games. I remember when I was running the sales office, I went crazy at my office once. Then I left and I said to my assistant manager, go in there and figure shit out and tell me what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something different.
But I'm just going to say this, Terry. Nobody is going into this game saying we're going to slap you because of how bad we currently are attacking-wise. But based on our defense, I still don't know if Manchester United are going to be able to break us down.
Mate, you got a great point. If Ray is in goal, if Timber's at right back, if Gabriel and Saliba start, and Calafiori's at left back, Declan Rice is the DM, Partey's in the middle, Partey and Rice are in the middle.
Ray is definitely not starting. We signed Neto for this.
Okay, so Neto's in, but okay, we don't need to nitpick. My point is, if you have a team as strong as that defensively, I absolutely agree. That's why I've said I'm more in all the tactical talk we can do. Arsenal's starting lineup is of paramount importance. If you're going to put a little bet on this game as a Man United fan, wait until you've seen the starting lineup. I think the starting lineup is a changer. I think if Man United see that lineup and they see Kivior starting, if they see a midfield of Jorginho and Moreno as an example, if they've got Zinchenko starting, if one of the two or both of your main centre-backs are not starting the game, I think you'll find that the Man United players might have a little bit of a boost. But the other way around, it's going to be very hard to break you down because you don't concede a lot of goals, especially not from open play. So look, I think it's an amazing game. Predictions on it, Dan, I'm going to go to you first. What's the score or teams are qualified going to be, mate?
I think Arsenal probably get the job done, to be honest with you, even though I was really impressed with Manchester United against Liverpool. But yeah, I would say probably 2-1 to Arsenal, I think.
Okay.
2-1 United for me.
Oh, go on. Gal.
1-0 Arsenal.
Kunle.
2-1 Arsenal, Odegaard and Jesus on the score sheet.
Canadian Cam.
So they're replay or is it going to pounds?
Straight to
extra time.
Pen. No replays.
United by penalties.
Oh, can you imagine?
1-1. 1-1 United penalties.
Hey.
I can see that.
I will be revealing my predictions tomorrow night on a brand new show that not just myself, Red Men TV, Hugh Wizzy, Henry Wright, and We Are Tottenham TV are all launching together. So 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow night. Make sure you're all back on the Terrace. It's going to be an amazing show, something a little bit different. 3 or 4 of them are going to live stream it as we are right now, and then we're going to be live in person at the end of the month. Great concept. It's us discussing football plus playing each other at poker at the same time. So if you're a bit of a poker fan, make sure you're tuning in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This video is going to redirect you to that, so you can go and like it, bookmark it. A few super chats before we go. Arsenal asks, this is from Jerome. Hope you're well, brother. It's one of the first times I've ever seen you, Jerome, on something other than the Spurs match reaction. Amazing. Thank you. He says, Arsenal are still a strong team, even without Saka, but I would say it will be a very good game. Arsenal are favourites. Agreed. The wages of Kvaratskhelia are he's only on 40k a week. Oh my God. That's crazy. Yeah. It really is. I'd play Obi Martins just to rub it in Arsenal's faces. Listen, I wouldn't, maybe not yet. I get you, but I wouldn't yet. Play like Liverpool game, we have a chance. Agreed. If we play that well again, if we play at that level in every game, I know that's impossible, we could beat anyone in the world. That performance was tip-top. So, yeah, more of the same, please. Arsenal, decisions over bottlers is what FNC says here. Luke Skywalker asking you all to hit the like. So thank you very much, Luke. And Igal, which game would you rather lose, the United or the Spurs one?
I'm going to the Spurs game, so no, I don't want to lose that.
So you'd rather lose to Man United. Cheers. Yes. I love that. I love that.